Also, I'm actually in the break room at the library right now. I don't start work until 10:30. Nobody else is here. Um, but I normally I walk down to the little coffee shop whenever I have a morning shift. It's Saturday, so they open at 8. Get there at like 8:05, 8:10. Get my coffee, read for a couple hours. And today at about 9, I started noticing that it's very dark outside. I'm like, that's oops. So I look at the weather. It's supposed to start storming any minute, and like heavy rain through like 10:30, 11. So I was like, I should just walk over right now and finish my reading at the library. Um, so that's what I decided to do rather than just be wet. So I'm just hanging out the library before hours. Am working my way through the subtle knife, about halfway through it now. I hopefully can finish it. I did bring another book. I did not show my picking of that book, but it's Glamorama by Bret Easton Ellis. I got my drink, which is it's their specialty drink of the day, which is it's a 16-ounce pancake, which I think is a cupcake latte with maple spice. I think it said it's decent. It's okay. I like getting their specialty drinks. Otherwise, I just get a white mocha every day. And I found I don't like iced coffee. I've tried to, especially when it's been hot, but I don't like it. If I'm gonna get something cold, I'm gonna walk an extra 4 blocks and go get a slushie from the loaf and jug. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Gonna sit and read for the next, I guess it's 9:15 right now. Can't really see. Read for the next 45 minutes or so, and then kind of get ready to start working and stuff like that. So that's our plan right now. Hello, so I did get home. I did not quite finish the subtle knife, but I'm like literally 10 pages from the end, so I'm gonna finish that up real quick and then start Glamorama by Bret Easton Ellis. I did also throw that down there. On the side, come home to a couple packages. This one, which I did already open, it is just some Sharpie felt tips and a book, which is for a novel study. It's one of my favorite books that I donated to the school, and I told my little sister to do a novel study on, so I thought buy it. That is Battle Royale. So that's very, very exciting to reread Battle Royale this year. But I've also decided that just because I can, just because I want to, I'm actually going to refill my TBR cart on Saturdays. So I got all the books shifted, so we're going to get our prompts shortly. Alright, so here to get the prompts. Our first prompt is book borrowed from the library. Since we're not going to be doing that, because I don't borrow things from the library, we're going to do an ex-library copy, which I've got a few of. I'm going to use The Past and Other Things That Should Stay Buried by Sean David Hutchinson. This is from the New York Public Library. You can have a little sticker on the side there. So that is that one. Next, we've got Read a Book released in 2018, which is always rough because I have to look through books, but it took me so long to find one. What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. Everything was 2017 or 2019. Everything I picked up and was like, this could be one. No. But found one, finally. Our next prompt is read a book with green on the cover. That'll be I grabbed Babe in Boyland by Jody Gurman. Yeah, green right there. Our next prompt is read a classic. This may be kind of pushing it, but I would say that Forever by Judy Blume is a classic in its own way. I would say so. I've never read it, so what better time than now? Long. So I guess one more. We're not going to do the longest because I don't know how to figure that out. We'll go over 500. Wolf Hall is over 500 pages. It's definitely not the longest book of my TBR, but like I said, there's no way to tell that. That takes less than 12 hours, so. And we might even have room for another. We can do one more if it's skinny. Body positivity. That's a great question. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this one does. Good in Bed by Jennifer Weiner. It's gonna be iffy if it's gonna fit, but we'll try. Okay, and we squeezed her in. So that is my refilling of the TBR cart for this week. Like I said, I moved this to Saturdays now because that's my first day of the vlog, so it just seems to make sense to me. But yeah, I'm gonna run off and finish the subtle knife and start Glamorama real quick. I might as well tell my thoughts on this right now. I'm enjoying it. I read the first book in the series several times and never continued. I'm really liking it. I'm liking Will as a character. I think he's interesting. Sad about the death that just happened, but what can you do? So that's where we're at right now with those. I'm working on Royal Blood Tinan #2 right now, and this has been a theme, but I just deeply miss the character I killed at the end of book 1. I deeply miss him. And it's just not the same. Salon is just not the same. Salon and Jin are like me trying to replace this character, and it just didn't work. And it doesn't help that half of my songs on the playlist are for that character. I'm just sad about it. I did this to myself. I'm the one who killed the character off. I didn't know it was going to be a series when I killed this character. So that's where we're at right now. Alright, so I got book on my little to-do list, my fun portion. I have a fun portion and then a less fun portion. But I think because I am trying to kill this, obviously I'm trying to kill the whole book wall, but I'm also trying to kill my 2022 book wall, which I built last night. I actually built it instead of just having it be piles. Here she is. This is how the regular book wall used to look, if we remember that far back. But I would like to pick a manga from this, pick a manga. Like, I'm not just gonna grab Haikyuu, but let's see. Here's 7. I think I'm on Haikyuu 5. So what I could read High School Debut. I've got 1 and 13. I could read Bleach 27. I got 6 of High School Debut. I got some D. Gray Man. I've got Haikyuu. I've got Sweat and Soap. I've got Hitojime My Hero. I've got Lovesick Ellie. I think I'm just gonna do Haikyuu, actually, honestly. Here we got Haikyuu Volume 5. So I will update you when I am finished with reading this. Sawamura's friend from middle school is starting to realize what's happening in his whole entire situation here. Finish this up. Love it so much. Glad I have the next 2 volumes, I believe, as well. The fact that I started this series right before I started trying to kill the book wall in earnest has really been hurting me, but on vacation I bought a copy at every Barnes & Noble we went to. Like, I just kept racking them up just because I'm glad it's a popular series. That means I can find it in Barnes & Noble and I don't have to just like hunt around online. This is so fun. I don't remember if I watched this far in the anime. I know I watched quite a bit of the first season, but I don't know if I watched this far, and so this isn't really stuff that I'm really remembering all that well. So that's very fun. But yeah, no, I love the series so much. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, and that's my first book of the week down. Is it? Yes. No. I read one yesterday. I finished one yesterday. Never mind. It's my second book of the week. I don't know. This one's mine. He's a knowledge cleric, level 3. He's deceased. So I believe the last clip was of our D&D minis. When I said he was deceased, I don't mean literally. I just mean that I made my dub stat constitution because I'm an idiot. But it is Monday. I work tonight. I'm still working my way through Glamorama. It's not going super well. Hopefully though, because I work tonight, and then the next 3 days I work over at the county library where it is very slow. So hopefully I can get that done relatively timely manner. But yeah, that's what we are starting today out with. Hello, so I have, as you can see, several packages here today. So we're just gonna open them. We're just gonna call this the eBay unboxing version because I do have one from eBay, but yeah, we're just gonna open these up and throw them all over the ground. So first up, we got this one from Amazon. I'm just giving up right away. There we go. Ooh. Okay. These are a bunch of bamboo toothbrushes because I realized I was out of toothbrushes. So I normally switch them out once a month. And so I just found these and I was like, sure. So this is what they look like. just a toothbrush. Nothing much to say about it other than that. Yeah, that is hopefully probably the most boring thing. I have an idea of what the eBay thing might be, but it feels too fast. But it could be that. That would be exciting if it is what I think it is. But next, got another Amazon package. This feels like a book, so we shall see. Yes, so this is the first volume of, come on, My Love Mix-Up by Haruko and Wataru Hinekure. I believe this is about a couple of boys who like accidentally, so this one character has a crush on a girl, but he borrows her eraser and she's written the name of a different boy on it, and then that boy sees that and thinks that the boy has a crush on, I don't know. I heard cute things about this. It looks fun. Alright, let's do Bath and Body Works next, because again, I know what is in this one. I remember ordering this. Save that box. I can use it for books. Bath and Body Works have good boxes for moving books because they're not too big, but they're pretty good quality. So, what we got from here, we got one of these little like crabs, and when you press down on him, like when you get soap, he lights up. It's hard to show without. Yeah. So like you press that, and then he lights up for 20 seconds. So we got this. We got this because we were gonna, when we were in the Mall of America, when we were on vacation, we were gonna get one of these, but we completely blanked on it. So I ordered one online. So now we got this guy. We also got a bunch of soaps because they were on sale. So I got Lavender Marshmallow, Love You Cherry Much, Carnival Kettle Corn, Boardwalk Vanilla Cone, three more, holy shit, Orange and Ginger, don't remember ordering that one, Strawberry Pound Cake, do remember ordering that one, and Peach Prosecco Macaron. So those are all the soaps and everything we got there. And now, with those out of the way, the eBay box, which the one thing that I did order from eBay that this could be, that I think it could be, unless I'm forgetting something, is a group of Stephen King VHSs, because I finished rereading Needful Things. I want to watch the movie, but the DVD, I can't find the DVD for cheap, so I was like, I'll find the VHS. It came out in the 90s. But this looks A, a little small, and B, it's been a little soon. I feel like it shouldn't be here yet, but we can, I'll try it out, I'll see. Oh, it's definitely that. Oh, hell yeah. First thing I see is Carrie White. So, this is a bunch of Stephen King VHSs. We've got Carrie. This is in Walmart. You can buy this in Walmart for $7.96 back in the sometime. We've also got Cujo, which you could buy at Kmart on sale for $7.99. I have seen both of these movies. I own neither of them, so that's fun. The reason I bought it, which is Needful Things, which is one of my favorite Stephen King books, and then another one that I have not actually seen, which was cheaper at Walmart because it's a hot Warner Home Video price, Salem's Lot. I have not seen this Salem's Lot. I did see the Rob Lowe remake. But yeah, that's my fun little unboxing there. I am excited to read this. I've seen it at this library that I work at does own it. It looks cute. So we'll see. I'm excited to watch Needful Things. I'm excited for my new little crab. I'm not excited about baby toothbrushes because I don't know who gets excited about toothbrushes. But yeah, that's my little unboxing for this vlog here. Oh, so I've been absolutely awful about updating this week, but I did want to hop on real quick and tell you what I'm thinking about Glamorama. I am like 170 pages in now. For like I want to say the first 50 pages, the reason I didn't say anything about this book is because I really literally had no thoughts about it. It was just like a bunch of lists of celebrities from the 90s essentially, but I'm getting into it. It's hilarious. Victor is so fucking stupid and I love it. he's so stupid and it's so funny, and I'm living for it. I love it so much. There's just this scene where he meets with the guy who wants him to find Jamie, and you can just see the guy just getting like regretting every decision he's made that has led him to this moment, because he's like, how is this person so stupid? It's so fun. I love it so much. This is my first Bret Easton Ellis book. I know it's probably not the best first one, because it's this big and it's all pop culture references, and looking at reviews, a lot of people don't really have a lot of good things to say about it. But I think I'm enjoying it, and it makes me want to read his other work, because apparently they're all like connected. Patrick Bateman showed up, and even though I haven't read American Psycho, I know who he is. So it's been really fun. I've been really liking it. Hello. So I got a couple of packages, and I know for sure what one of them is. That's this one. So we're gonna do this one first. Just by feeling, I know what it is, because I should have a book coming today. It's a pre-order. Very excited. Ignore the Keurig sound in the background. This is, oh, beautiful. Volume 13 of Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. This just came out today in English. Very excited, very happy. This is one of my favorite manga series. I've been just waiting for volume 13. I'm so excited. Then this one, make sure it's mine and not Steven's. It is mine. Let's see what the hell is in here. Oh, that's right. It's a writing pad. Very nice. I like the look of it. Yeah. Just a writing pad, but yes, very excited about this. Super excited. Yeah, that's that for now. So in this book, we run into a lot of times where Victor is just fucking dumb, and it always goes just like this. So this is from page 171. Damien, hey, I say softly. Come on, man, JD didn't do anything. He has AIDS, Damien says, slipping on a pair of black leather gloves. He's not going to be around much longer anyway. I just stare at Damien, who notices. It's a blood disease, he said. Damien is like Victor's employer, so he just knows that Victor's dumb as a box of rocks. And so like he was the one who had to explain what eviscerated meant to Victor. It's just, this man is in New York City. He's a model. It's the 90s. He is around a bunch of gay men all the time. He's not exactly 100% straight either. He doesn't know what AIDS is. No thoughts from this man. I love it so much. Alright, so today I am at the county library again. I plan to get quite a bit read of Glamorama. I also plan to finish the second draft of Royal Blood. I think this book fucking sucks. But maybe when I reread I probably won't feel that way. I think I forgot my actual phone, like my phone. I'm using just a little SE for this, but my phone, I use like a 8. I think I might have left it at home, which is okay. I don't need it, but whoops. We'll see what happens. We'll see. So I am home. I finished actually both the second draft of Royal Blood and Glamorama. I already talked one of my coworkers' ears off about it when they came back in the bookmobile, You the Real MVP Jessica. But I think this might be my favorite book of the year. It might be my favorite book of the year. I love Victor. And I realized that his character development was really just him realizing that it's wrong to kill people. It's like, oh, good job, Victor. You're thinking of somebody other than yourself. But I thought he was hilarious. He was so fucking dumb. My God, I loved that. I got really gory. I guess I was kind of expecting it, but I don't know. And the ending, I have a theory. I have some theories, but I loved it. I loved it so much. Like, so good. Love Royal Blood less, that I just finished writing, but whatever. But yeah, no, I'm very happy. But because this is, to finish a book, that means very shortly after I eat, because I have not eaten since like 7 this morning, we'll roll for our next book. Alright, so I have to pick out a new book to read. I've got a lovely smoothie here. It is not healthy, even though it's got fruit in it, because my liquid was Smirnoff Ice. So, to pick out a new book, hopefully it's something light. I don't know if I can handle something heavy after Glamorama. So, first we grab our D4. I'm going to use this one. This is a good set. Saved my ass many times. Shelf 2. We are doing this set for D20. Shelf 2, book 14. Alrighty. So, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh God. We're doing A Secret Atlas by Michael A. Stackpole, which is a fantasy. I believe it's a nautical fantasy. It's the first book. Damn it. So we will. What is that? A blurb from Senator? Oh, this is dedicated to John McCain. Jesus. Okay. We'll see how this goes. I was not wanting something like this right after Glamorama. Maybe I will sit in the bath with my smoothie and like read a manga to like kind of cleanse myself, because I don't think after something like oh, come on. Like, do you know me? Yeah, LA or Miami, right? No. Did you go to Camden? You're getting less cold. Wait, are you a model? No, I'm not, but Camden's near the Target? Yes, it is. Yeah, foliage is definitely coming my way. It's just, after Victor, I don't know if I can stomach this very well, but we'll see. We'll try it out. That's that. Right, so I did read My Love Mix-Up in the bath, and it was really fun and cute. I'm very excited to continue on with the series. Basically, this series follows this blonde kid, and he ends up borrowing an eraser from this girl that has this guy's name on it with a little heart on it, so then this guy thinks that the blonde kid has a crush on him, and it's very funny. It's very funny. I love a dense love interest, because this black-haired guy, Ida, is dumb. He's like Nozaki level dumb, and I live in for it. Very cute, very fun, very glad to read it, excited to continue at some point. Hello, so I have a very similar schedule to yesterday. I work noon to 5 at the county library. I am a little bit farther in the Secret Atlas now. I'm like 30 pages in, and it's starting to get interesting. Last night I read the first chapter, and I was like, dear fucking God. But I read the second chapter this morning, and I don't know if it was just because last night I was still like awash with Glamorama, or if the second chapter, because the second chapter follows different characters than the first chapter does, because the first chapter is almost like a prologue, it felt like, but these new characters are just more interesting. I don't know which one it is, but hopefully I can get quite a bit read today at the county library. I work again at the county library tomorrow. I'm hoping between the 2 days I can get a lot read. If not finish it. Steven's getting home pretty late tonight. I think he said around 11, so I can maybe like sit and plow through a bunch tonight too. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm talking about Glamorama again because I'm thinking about it. So Bret Easton Ellis gave the director of Rules of Attraction pretty much like, you forever, you can make this movie because I love what you did with Rules of Attraction. And it like never happened. Apparently the guy like wrote a script, like they got a script made and everything, and Bret Easton Ellis really loves it, but it never really came to fruition. I feel like, given the book, I don't think there's ever gonna be a movie. But if there was a movie made right now, Joe Keery as Victor. That's my thought in my head. I'm gonna really quick read volume 13 of Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun because I am very excited and I'm very ready. So we're gonna do that real quick. So I did read Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun volume 13. So funny, as funny as the other ones for sure. I do love how everybody just knows that Sakura has a crush on Nozaki. Like they're like the entire class, literally everybody knows except for Nozaki because he's a dense motherfucker. I just love, because all these characters are so dumb in their own ways. They all get to play the straight man sometimes. But they all have like little conditions. Like these two on the cover actually probably play the straight man the most, except for Mikoshiba only does when he's with people that he knows, like Sakura and Nozaki's little brother. Like, those are the only ones. And Kashima. And Hori only does if it doesn't include Kashima. It's so funny. I love it so much. And now I have to wait. I don't even know how long. I don't even know when Volume 14 is coming out. If it's coming out. I'm assuming it is. But I don't know how long I have. It's just so good. So good. Favorite manga series. Hello. So I did come home to a package. I think I know what it is. I think it's my new water bottle for the new school year. I like to get a new one. They don't wash it very often. So I just like to get a new one at the start of the school year. But my water bottle this school year, oh man, it is a Dungeons and Dragons water bottle. Oh wow, and it is definitely licensed, which I didn't care all that much about, but that's cool. Yeah, so I'm doing Dungeons and Dragons water bottle this year. Should be fun. Oh god, the sticker doesn't want to come off. We'll probably just leave it on then. That's what it looks like. I did read about 200 pages of the Secret Atlas. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Yes, a Secret Atlas. I'm about this far through, so I'm about a third of the way in. It's picking up a bit. I don't think I'm going to be super excited about it at all, but it's okay. I do like some of the characters. I like some of the world building stuff. The author is not a bad writer. That's nice. He's not like super great. He's kind of typical fantasy, but he's not bad. I also do like how in this world with a lot of older fantasy, and granted, this is from 2005, so it's not super old, but you do see a lot of misogynistic worlds. But in this world, it does appear that women do seem to be taken just as seriously as men are, and it does seem that women can train to be fighters and stuff like that. There does not seem to be any sort of gender-based discrimination, which is really nice. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna eat because I'm fucking starved, but that's where we're at right now. Alright, so I did really quick read Hitorajime My Hero Volume 1, and so this is actually a spin-off of Hitorajime My Boyfriend, which is about 2 other characters in this. I didn't realize that. I had watched the first episode of the anime. I don't know if I would have understood anything that was happening if I hadn't. So there's that. But I do love how the main character is an absolute nervous wreck. I think that's fun. But I think that's the last thing I'm going to have read today. Like, I'm about 240 or so pages into a Secret Atlas. Hopefully I can get another 200 pages read tomorrow, at the very least, and then try and get 200 pages read on Friday so I can finish that up. Oh gosh, since Glamorama took me so long, and now this one, I'm not going to have very much space to fill on my cart on Saturday. That's so sad. I love filling my cart, but that's where we're at right now. Hello, good morning. So I do work noon to 5 again. I'm actually getting pretty into the Secret Atlas. About 250 pages in. Hopefully I can get at least 200 pages read today. Be great if I could finish it. I know yesterday I was kind of just slogging my way through it, but today I got myself 300 milligrams of caffeine, so maybe it'll be better today. But yeah, Steven is home, which means I'm getting a ride to work and I get to walk back. So that's very exciting and fun. I should drive my car because it sucks, and the battery is, I'm pretty sure, dying. But this is like an experiment. We'll see if 6 days, because the next time I'm going to drive it is going to be next Tuesday. I'm going to drive to my parents' house to do laundry. We'll see if it can handle 6 days without the battery trying to die on me. So we'll see. And yeah, there's that. But yeah, that is that. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get a lot read today. I could also probably get Royal Blood, the run through of me going through my printout and editing. I can probably also get done today, and then I just have to start typing it up. I've got to add a lot for this one. And I was really, when I was writing, I was really not into it. But I'm actually kind of enjoying the character interactions and how we really explore more of Tinon's political and legal system and all that shit. Like in Circus Wings, Alessandra and Kai were both so dumb and single-minded that we never really talked about it. Like, Alessandra's like, I'm gonna go save these birdies, and Kai's like, I'm gonna suffer. So we didn't really talk a lot about, like, we knew that there was racism because of how Kai was dealt with, but we didn't really know what was actually going on in the country at large. It was mostly just Alessandra and Kai, and they're doing their shit. But this one we do get some more world building, which is that's something for me because I'm not a world building person. That's one of the reasons I don't like fantasy as much, is because I just don't really care that much about world building. And so when we're actually getting some stuff in here, that's fun, because I think the third book is going to be much more straightforward like the first book was, but this one, and I guess the third book will have Catriona point of views again, which is, I mean, that's where a lot of the world building comes from, because she's more politically minded than her sister. But in the third book, we're going to have an Alessandra point of view again, and bring her back into the fold. And so she'll be more exciting again. The book will be more exciting again. It'll be less sitting around the palace and more actually going out and doing shit, which is fun. So we'll see. And I think that the third book, I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. Granted, I'm not working on the third book for quite a while. This is my publishing schedule. After this one, I'm gonna finish up the Vendetta trilogy. Gonna write the last book. They've got a standalone that's New Match. I call it my Christian Mingle thriller. They got Class B, which is it's a companion novel to the Pentology of Hell, because we just need more Casey books. Hit or Miss, which is going to be the fourth Otsboy book. It's from Ashton's point of view. It takes place immediately after One More Sad Song. Well, not immediately, like the school year after One More Sad Song. Flip Flop Felony, which is the third in the stupid murders. I guess abnormal murders is what they're technically called. Not like you couldn't tell from the title. Then Bandit Born, which is the third book in the Teen trilogy. And then we got some more stuff like YA Westminster 3, but Matt and Brian, which is another kind of Westminster 3 inspired book, which is a standalone, Seeing Straight, which is a novella for the Pentology of Hell. It's from Jake's point of view. It takes place right after book 5, Until I Fall Away, which is the 5th Otsboy book. It's Matt's point of view. It takes place directly after Hit or Miss, like directly, like I think like it kind of overlaps a little. The End, which is the final book in the... Sorry, had to delete a bunch of apps because my storage was full, and this I just use for filming, so I don't need any apps on it except for photos, really. And so I also deleted the update, and then I turned off Wi-Fi because I don't need it downloading again. Anyway, For My Country is a novella in the Teen universe, which is going to be fun because it's a prequel, which means we get Kai, and he's fun. And then Kaz at the Approach, which is another standalone. It was last year's Nano, really fun. It's my cult book. I'm excited. Yeah, that's a little segue into what we're looking at for publishing coming up. If I stand strong at 6 books a year, God, how many have I published this year? It was Like Hell, Rewind, Son of Perdition, Right or Wrong, Morphs Royal Blood. So if I stay strong, then this will be my last book this year. But I feel like I'm also going to end up publishing Sunset, because that is another one that is half written. And then after that, I don't have any more books that are half written, so it's going to slow down quite a bit, which I don't know how I'm going to deal with that personally. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, and Right or Wrong. I forgot about Right or Wrong. That was like my favorite book of the year. No, Like Hell was... either way. That's that. Like I said, I should get quite a bit done today at the county library. Tomorrow I work 9 to 5 at the regular library, but since it's the morning shift, that means I'm walking down to go and drink coffee. So that'll be some time to read, and also probably I'll have some time to read in the afternoon as well. It's not as slow as the county library, but there are still dead spots, and I should probably still have time to read. And then that is the end of this vlog. Tomorrow. Then we start a new one on Saturday, which is my birthday, and we're going to my favorite town. We're going back to the pizza place we used to work at. It's gonna be really fun. I probably won't get as much read. Might be able to con my way into buying some books though. But that is that. I'll shut up now. Oh, so I am home from work now. I did finish editing Royal Blood, and I almost finished with this. I've got like 40 pages left, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I was gonna walk home, but then it stormed, and now it's beautiful outside, so I'm just mad about that. But I should be able to finish A Secret Atlas today, depending on what the T-Bear card gives me. We'll see what I grab next, but yeah, that's that. So I did finish up A Secret Atlas by Michael A. Stackpole. I got into it by the end. There were some characters that I got really into, and I thought the magic system was really interesting. I'm interested in continuing this series. I do not have the second book, and who knows, like God knows when I'll get it. But at some point I will be continuing this series one day, probably 20 years from now. But I did read the little excerpt, or skimmed it, for the next book, and my favorite character is there, and I'm like, ooh, good, he's not dead. But yeah, I did read this one, so we're going to be picking our next one now. Alright, so got our dice tray, digging for my D4s here. Here we go. We will use this D4. 4, which means that we are picking it from behind us some. I don't want to do that. We're just going to reroll because I just want to get my T-Bear card empty. 3. Okay, so it's the bottom one. And it will be, we'll use this D20. Book 8. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it means next we will be reading Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. One day I'll get a book that is not fucking heavy as shit, but this is a science fiction classic, so should be interesting enough. Hello, I realized that I did not post at all today. I got 0 sleep last night, so I just had a terrible time. I worked today 9 to 5. It was awful. It was super slow, which is fine when I'm by myself, but when there are other people there, it's like I can't just sit and hog the chair all day, so I gotta, either way. There were some good things here. I did come home to my paperback copies of The Morph Suit Murderer. This is the sequel to Serial Killers with Cookies. This takes place the year after, let me read the back for you here. 1 year after her parents were killed by the serial killers with cookies, and Justine Hoffman is bored. It's not that she wants more murders to solve, but after Chicago, nothing else, not even binging crime shows, can scratch the same itch. So when a woman is found eviscerated in her backyard, Justine is happier than she would like to admit. Connor, Chris, and Adam don't think it's anything big to worry about or solve, and Connor, who watched his sisters go down a dark road, warns Justine away from getting too into this. But then another woman is killed, and another. And as the bodies keep piling up, a mysterious figure from Connor's past appears, someone he hoped to never see again. Grayson is dead, but his friends aren't. So, yeah, this is the second book in the series. There are going to be 4 books total, plus possibly, I haven't written it yet, so I can't say for certain, possibly a companion years and years and years in the future. Following Justine. So we shall see, but yeah, no, I do, this one is ridiculous. I would say it's even more ridiculous than Serial Killers with Cookies, maybe. And they just get more and more ridiculous. The next one's called The Flip-Flop Felony, so there's that. But yeah, no, this is fun. I had a new point of view. It's about the same length as the first one, maybe like a hair shorter. I think it's actually like the exact same length, not gonna lie. But yeah, I have this. This is out. As always, all my Kindle books are 99 cents, or they're all in Kindle Unlimited, or you can buy the paperbacks. Some of them are in hardcover. This series is not. The series is just paperback or Kindle. But yeah, that was that real quick. I also did finish up Kindred. I did not think this was going to be so easy to read and fast. I knew this was a classic for a reason. I knew this was going to be good, but I didn't know that, because this is from like 1979. I didn't think that it was going to be that just like whip fast to get through. This book follows a black woman in the 1970s who starts getting like transported through time and space to a plantation in the 1800s, like antebellum South, and each time she's transported there, she is transported there to save the life of this little white boy who happens to be her like great-great-grandfather. And it was so good, very harsh, definitely lots and lots of, I mean, Butler does not shy away. Octavia E. Butler is like one of the primary, like she is like a modern classic science fiction author, and this was good. This was really, really, really good. I'm very excited to put this in the high school library. I think it's gonna do a lot of good there. It's very well written, very easy to get into, very fast, very, very dark, very harsh. I mean, obviously it's about slavery, and Butler's not gonna shy away from it. Super, super good. I knew it was gonna be good because I knew it was a classic for a reason. I did not know it was gonna be this good. Fantastic. And then that means I get to pick out my new book, which is very fun. Probably I will not be finishing this. So we might as well just kind of call this my wrap up for the week, because this is like the end of this weekly reading vlogs, but we can choose it anyway. If it's super short, we might finish it tonight anyway. So our shelf that we are going to grab it from, we will use this D4 today. We're going to grab it from shelf 2. Done a lot of shelf 2 grabbing. We'll use this D20. It will be book. So let's see. So, the book that I have now, this is a doozy. This is the Journals of Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris. So basically, they're just copies of the Columbine Killers journals, and also because they're teenage boys or teenage boys that did transcribe them. So I guess I will be reading this. I've read Eric Harris's because he didn't write as much. Dylan Klebold was consistently always writing. Why do I have this? That's a great question I asked myself. I guess we are reading this next. It actually shouldn't take me too long. It's not very long. Who's making money from this? That's my real question, is who is making fucking money from this? Jesus. Alright, that is that. But what a fucking downer to end this on. Yeah, maybe we'll, you know what, to make this happier and to just push it up a day like we always do, maybe let's end our thing with our new with the new books that we're adding to the TBR card. There's not gonna be room for a lot of them because I didn't really take that much from it, but we'll do that to get away from this downer. Okay, so my guess is like maybe 3. We'll get maybe 3 books, but let's go get our prompts. Short, so I need a short book. It says shortest, but we're not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do, hold up. I decided to just do a manga, so we're doing Haikyuu Volume 6, because this will not take that long to read because it's pictures. So there's that. Okay, next we've got middle grade. That should be easy. Should be, but then it isn't. Okay. So I found some Gary Paulson. He's pretty middle grade. So this is Centuries by Gary Paulson. So that middle grade. He does middle grade. All right. So next we've got memoir or autobiography. Do I have any of those over here? Oh shit. I pulled this out and then I saw Brave Face by Sean David Hutchinson. This does not really even count. This is a book about the Notre Dame de Paris cathedral. But now it's too late, so this is what we're using. And that hardly fits. That is where we are ending that tonight.